Retrospective, okay. When we found out, we being the company, one of the things, I forgot to mention one thing. I'm here speaking on behalf of the F1 members of Class of 74, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that I really wish Keith Holmes could be here tonight, because Keith Holmes was our company commander. He had a special bond with Lee, and he was one cool dude, and he would revel in this occasionally. He really would. Having said that, when we found out about that Lee was going to be honored here, we wanted to make sure that the room captured the ambiance of a Van Arsdale room circa 1970-74. And so we wanted to do something to make sure that happened. Rick Pate was the first one to say, well, I remember when I was rooming with Lee, and I'd be studying chemistry, and Lee would be reading Louis L'Amour books. And he went on to say, before long, I was reading Louis L'Amour books too. And Rick was just one of many classmates that succumbed to the literary charm of Louis L'Amour because of the influence of Lee Van Arsdale. He got to the point where a lot of the banter around the West Point, the F1 barracks and F1 meal tables in the mess hall would be about, talking about the exploits of Utah Blaine, the Sackett Clan, and Hondo, and some of the other heroes that Louis L'Amour built into larger-than-life characters. So what we decided we'd do is to endow a collection, a bookshelf, and a collection of Louis L'Amour books for the Lee Van Arsdale room. This is really not that hard to do because he sold 320 million copies. And you can buy them on eBay for, about $1 a piece or whatever. And so we started the collection, and we've got about 250 books right now. They're supposed to be up in the room. We'll see if they get when we get there. But Rick has assured me that the bookshelf's in the room and the books are there. And but by no means is it complete, because there's bound to be some books that get taken away because somebody starts to read them and have to take them home with them. So if anybody's got any Louis L'Amour books, if they'd like to participate in this project, we welcome you to contribute those books to the collection, the ongoing collection, because we want to stay completely full and with a wide variety of selections there available. We'd also be remiss, the old roommates of Lee Van Arsdale, if we didn't do something to honor his roommate for the last 34 years. Is that correct, Mary Lee? 33 years, excuse me. So, we put some of our grub steak together, and we came up with a gift certificate that we want to give Mary Lee. If I can find it here.
I think we spent it.
Here it is. It's a gift certificate for a long weekend for two at the Strater Hotel in Durango, Colorado. It's really specifically for room 222, a long weekend for two at room 222 at the Strater Hotel in Durango, Colorado, because the Strater Hotel was Louis L'Amour's favorite place to get away. And 222 is a favorite room for him to stay in because it's right above the saloon there. I'm trying to think of the name of the saloon. It escapes me right now, but there's a saloon as part of the building, and 222 is right above the room. And so he liked to listen to the honky-tonk music while he was staying in the room. So that was his favorite room. And in fact, that's the room where he wrote most of the Sackett books. So if you'll please accept this on our behalf. I'd like to also thank the Thayer Hotel for helping us coordinate this project without, leaking what was going on. I'm trying to keep it a secret until this evening. Both Rick and Wayne Culberth and others. Thank you for your help there. I've got one other letter I'd like to read to you just to close out our Charlie's mind take here. This came in, it's dated February 16th, dated today, 2011. Dear Colonel Van Arsdale, in reading Louis L'Amour's books, one comes to some conclusions about his heroes. They are brave and willing to do the tough job for the good of others. They come running into the fray when needed by family or friends, or sometimes complete strangers. These heroes see the good in all people and stand up for what they believe. They never back down from trouble, and they don't leave anyone behind. It is an honor to have my father's books in the room honoring you as you embody these qualities in real life. The dedication with which you have served your country, along with the dedication you have given those who served along with you, is a living example of what it means to be a man in the truest sense of the word, and a hero in the truest sense of the word. I'm so proud to have the books take a place in the Colonel Lee Van Arsdale room honoring a true American hero, signed Angelique L'Amour. Our next speaker is Mr. Kurt Hughes. See here? Oh.